there, and welcome back to the channel that knows nothing. I'm Jim, and let's get to it. So, today, we're diving on into what bender I would be from Avatar: The Last Airbender. But we aren't just going to go off the BuzzFeed source like we normally do. We're going to do about 3 different quizzes and see what consecutively we get. Going into this, I'm going to make a guess. I always thought I'd be an earthbender just based on some of the stereotypes and just the vibe in general. So that's the prediction I'm making before we get any answers. The one I think I'm going to get the least is probably airbender, because I just don't think I vibe with the peaceful lifestyle. Okay, first a question is, pick a place: Koshi Island, an Air Nomad Temple, Spirit World, Ba Sing Se. Now, this one feels like it's just gonna be really straightforward in picking these places. With everything I said now, I'm just well, this seems like I'm gonna make myself get a particular answer. But of all the areas in the entire world of Avatar, Ba Sing Se is one of my favorites. So we'd be picking it. Okay. Favorite Avatar: The Last Airbender quote. That's rough, buddy. My cabbages! There's no war in Ba Sing Se. I don't need any calming tea. I feel like it's between these two. I feel like this one, because I say it on the day-to-day basis and no one really picks up on what it's from, unless you know. So I'm going to say that one. Okay. Choose a creature. Ooh, okay. I really did like the story of the lion turtles and the whole intricate backstory to them. I want to pick lion turtle, although this is very tempting as well. But I think lion turtle. Okay, pick a past Avatar. I feel like it's got to be Koshi. She is pretty rad. The other ones, couldn't care less about. Okay, choose an item: Sokka's boomerang, Iroh's jasmine tea. Do I even need to think about the other options here? No other option is possible. Okay, finally choose an Uncle Iroh. Ooh, okay. I think this is a vibe. Let's see. Firebender. Alright, that's interesting. You're passionate, creative, and authoritative. You can sometimes be a bit hot-headed. In the world of Avatar, you would be gifted with firebending abilities. See, I feel like that is misleading. Okay, this is a 19 question one, which I feel like might be more legit. Okay, this is kind of give away a point, but which element do you feel most connected to? I'm gonna Earth. Okay. Pick the painting you feel most connected to or drawn to. Well, this feels a little bit picky, doesn't it? I'm not really sure, actually. I was initially when I looked at it, I'm just well, this seems like we're gonna know which one's which. Not really. I do like this one though. Oh, there's heaps. Well, I'm just going off what I saw first. The first 4. Okay. Okay. Which would you rather have? Freedom, stability, energy, community. Energy. Actually, yeah, go energy. If any of these could be guaranteed, which would you pick? Love, pleasure, willpower, survival. Love. When faced with a high stress situation, do you thrive when you are prepared or when you improvise? When I've prepared ahead of time, when I'm in the moment reacting. I feel like when I've prepared. Or actually, I'm a bit of a mess in between. But probably if I have time before. Are you truly sincere when you apologize? Oh, it depends what it's about. Though I rarely apologize, when I do, I'm sincere. It'll take me a moment to calm down, but once I do, my apology is usually sincere. I apologize quickly to avoid big conflicts. Sometimes I mean it, sometimes I don't. Ooh, that is accurate. I'm sincere in my apologies, although it will take me a long time to actually apologize. Nah, it's that one. You witness your friend's significant other, who you're also friends with, cheat on them. You know this would be devastating to your friend group. What do you do? I will do what needs to be done, even if it's difficult. My friend deserves the truth so they can move on. I would confront the significant other about what I saw before I proceed with telling my friend what I saw. I would tell the significant other to come clean and make sure I was there for my friend in the aftermath. I would tell my friend immediately and end my friendship with the other. I feel like it would be this one. I would confront the significant other about what I saw before I proceeded to tell my friend with what I saw, because I feel like it's very important to like be like, dude, I saw this. Just so you know, I'm going to be telling your partner of what I saw, because that's not right. Without like just running away and telling the friend before that person has time to like react and think, even though with what they were doing was wrong. Like, I don't condone that, but I feel like it's good to be like, heads up, you fucked up, mate. And you should be smarter and not do that. When I say smarter, I don't mean go and be more cunning in cheating. Which of these nightmares is most terrifying to you? A doppelganger has replaced you. You're forced to watch as they go about ruining your life and everything you've built for yourself. I do that to myself on a day-to-day basis. No one needs to do that for me. The ground you stand on is slowly falling apart. You have nothing to hold on to, nowhere to jump. You can only stand there and wait. No. Something has you pinned to the floor. You can't see what, but the weight on your back is undeniable. Your attempts at screaming are futile. No sound comes. You try to scream anyways. Upon entering a room of loved ones, you notice someone under their bed. Ooh! Yes, that's fucking freaky. I don't like that. I couldn't even finish reading it. It terrified me. When you're going through intense emotions, how do you work through it? I tend to work through it from the inside out. I need to examine my emotions and thoughts and try to find the root of what I'm feeling before trying to tackle anything outside of myself. I tend to work from outside in. I need to get the emotions out physically. Oh, not really. No, inside out. I was just like, I don't understand what the question is asking. How does this statement make you feel? Everything is as it is. There is no sense in wasting my energy on things that can't be changed, but I'll work with what I have. I'll find a way. There always is a way. Then I'll wait, and you'll see how wrong you are. You're wrong, and I'll prove it. I feel like this one makes most sense. I'm gonna get airbender. I can feel it in my bones, which I just don't understand. That doesn't make sense. Once you've decided on something, do you see it through to the end? If it proves through time to still be worth it, I will. Yeah. How do you define a life well lived? A life full of family and friends whom I love and love me is a life well lived. Life where I am sincere and able to live without extreme worry is a life well lived. Life where I did everything I wanted to. Yes. Not that this isn't important. This is important, and it's on par with this, but I don't want to look back on my life and be like, well, there's all this stuff I didn't get to do because I decided to like do what these people wanted to do. Not because that's necessarily a bad thing. These guys I would listen to, my friends and family, but I'm not gonna do everything that they think I should do because I am my own person. What gets in your way? Oh, grief. Which do you value most for yourself? The ability to change and evolve with my surroundings, The ability to stay grounded when I'm faced with hard times. Yeah. The ability to push myself through any challenge thrown my way. Oh, that's accurate too. The ability... Oh, I can't do that. It's between these two. I feel like this. The ability to push myself through any challenge thrown my way. It's hard, but, you know. Do you hold grudges? Of course. Actually, no. I mean, in a sense, yes. I'm going to say yes. And it's not something that I carry with me. It's not something I hold on to. It's more like things have happened and I'm like, well, this didn't turn out the way I thought it would. It's not okay. Well, I guess maybe I do carry it with me. It's rough. It's rough out here in the streets, boys. Which scenario do you find most relaxing? You're sitting on a rocky shore watching the sun set over the distant forest. Water laps against the rocky shore, but it never reaches you. You're in a park sitting on a picnic blanket under the sun. The light feels warm on your skin. In the distance you hear music and you close your eyes. The fireplace crackles. You and your loved ones are gathered around it, sharing stories and laughter. A warm drink heats your otherwise cold palms. The trees rustle as a gentle breeze passes through the meadow. Just ahead of you is a deer and her young fawn. They don't flee at your sight. I think I'm gonna go this one. Choose the quote that speaks to you. Okay. We cannot concern ourselves with what was. We must act on what is. In the darkest times, hope is something you give yourself. There is nothing wrong with letting people who love you help you. A true mind can weather all the lies and illusions without being lost. Sometimes it hurts more to hope, and it hurts more to care. It's time for you to look inward and begin asking yourself the bigger questions. Who are you? And what do you want? When we are at our lowest points, we are open to the greatest change. Life happens wherever you are, whether you can make it or not. I think this one. That makes sense to me. How important is it for you to express yourself? Incredibly. If I'm unable to freely express myself, I feel like I'm being suffocated. It's important. I should be able to express myself as should everyone else. I pick and choose when it's appropriate. I think this one. You've suffered a loss in your family. What role do you assume? The placid, the one who places their own emotions on the back burner in favor of keeping everyone else together. You wish to maintain the little peace you have during such a trying time. The counselor, the one who listens and cares for everyone. You wish to face your emotions and help everyone else do the same during. Such a hard time. I didn't finish that. The shell-shocked, the one who becomes lost. You don't know what to do with this sudden numbness. The one who becomes volatile. Your emotions consume you. I feel like I haven't had like huge losses. I've had a few in the past couple of years of like people who I'm not particularly close to in my life, losing them, and that was rough. But I feel like I mostly have taken the role of either the placid or whatever, I think that's how you say it, or the counselor. And I feel like it's probably leaning more towards that one, because I still like talk about my emotions. Like it's mostly like me listening and talking as well. So it's a little bit of this one and a little bit of one that's not quite here, that doesn't exist as a category. Okay. A waterbender. Well, that's confusing. Like I said at the beginning of the quiz, the elements speak greatly on how you approach conflict, inner turmoil, etc. So now how do you define what your element actually says about you? Waterbenders as a whole are incredibly emotional beings. Well, I suppose. Perhaps the most emotional of all four elements. That's weird, because I would have said fire elements are more emotional than water, but that's okay. What they say, the decisions they make it's all based on what they feel in that moment. This isn't to say that waterbenders are incapable of thinking through their problems. They absolutely are, but only after they've calmed down. Waterbenders have to work through their emotions internally before they can reach a level-headed decision. We see this most frequently in none other than Katara. As compassionate as she is, Katara has a temper. Throughout Book 1 initiates her most powerful bending, at least at the beginning of her training. Throughout the show, especially when her and Toph have their arguments, she is shown reacting like a harsh, sudden wave, not considering her words as she typically does. That is very true. Waterbenders are also place an incredible amount of value in their community. They want to take care of the people around them. Now, this doesn't mean that the other benders don't or can't feel the same. It's just especially important for the waterbenders. They protect their own first. This is shown across every water tribe, from northerners to southerners to the swamp people. They all focus on their own before considering others around them, whatever they can to protect the people they care about. Aww, holy hell, that's freaking long. But maybe I am a waterbender. That's confusing. I haven't got either one that I thought I would. Okay, the third and final quiz of the day, which I don't know anymore. I'm having an identity crisis, clearly. We've gotten Firebender, we've gotten Firebender, we've gotten Waterbender. This is very confusing. I'm inclined to believe the second one so far, because the first one's BuzzFeed, and we never know with that. My goodness, what is all this shenanigan going on? One moment. Oh, what? Of course, the week I don't pick them, they win. Okay, a part of this does involve fighting, so think of the tactics you use during a video game, or if you watch movies, what would you do against the villain, for example, how you attack a mugger, or if you were ambushed, which techniques would you prefer to employ? Think strategically and which you would prefer to use in each situation. Don't just pick an answer of this kind. What kind of bender are you? This test, because it sounds cooler. Think of this as real life situations. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. If you were being attacked head on by one person, which would you most likely do? Counter their attack, defend myself, then quickly escape from the assailant, defend myself, then attack at the right moment. Yeah, I am a strong believer if someone's attacking you, you should, defend yourself. Because that makes sense. Next question. When going up against a very strong opponent, which strategy would be your fallback method? From the start of the battle, keep attacking the opponent until they fall. Wait until they use their maximum power against you, and then throw it right back at them with a mix of a whiplash move of your own. Ooh. Wait until I feel like this is it. They all gonna be like strategy ones? Okay, when you're in one of these battles, which add-on ability do you think would most come in handy? Self-healing. Oh yes, for sure. To control the ground of the battlefield itself, to respond spontaneously, create and add fire. That gotta just focus. Don't pick on the one that you think is cool, like they said. What sport are you best at? Well, this one, because I don't play any of the other ones. What time of the day are you at your best / the most awake? Anytime during the day. The night, not so much. I get sleepy. In a fight, it's easiest to assess the situation and adapt to whatever comes your way. Be grounded so you can face whatever comes at you. Strike first so you can drive through the opponent. Consistently be moving and cutting through your opponent's attacks. I feel like it's that one. I'm thinking of myself playing a video game. Gotta be focused. Okay, the best place to be around an opponent is right behind them because they are most vulnerable. Somewhere far enough away where you can defend yourself but attack at the same time. I feel like this one. Nose to nose because your attacks are more damage when you're right in the opponent's personal bubble where he cannot see you because darkness hides you. That one felt very ominous. Okay, which part of your body would you say is the strongest? My dexterous feet and hands, my core, my lower body. I feel like my upper body pretty strong. Okay. With personality questions, we must be the most honest with ourselves. Oh, okay. That's fine. Which one of these are you most scared of? The sun blowing up. Well, that feels like drastic. Being trapped in a confined space for the rest of my life, having no more fresh water on the earth to drink, having World War III with force conscript. Yeah, that one doesn't sound good. Pick one of these colors that represents your life. I'm gonna go with green. Pretend the government is assigning you a significant other with whom you must spend the rest of your life. What main trait would you want the person to have? Compassion, I feel. What gets on your nerve the most? People who complain all the time. Someone who, no matter what I try to do or how nice I am, still doesn't like me, is rude to me. When people waste your time when you have more important things to do. Drama seek. I feel like it's people who complain all the time. Even though I am that person. In a group project, which role do you want? I'd want to be the conflict manager to make sure everyone's ideas are being heard. Oh, that's what I do on a day-to-day basis. Don't even need to read the others. If you feel an argument coming on with someone, you would agree to keep the peace, want the final word in the argument, endure with your point, say that you disagree, but you can see the other point as well. I feel like that one. I feel like having the final word's not always like you win. If you woke up in a bad mood, you would ignore it and focus what needs to be done, work through it, just roll with it. I'll get over it quickly enough. Think about the positive things. I feel like just roll with it. Roll with the punches, baby. Okay, you and your sibling are asked to watch the car. Your sibling suggests a different way than you were doing, which doesn't seem to be much better. What would you do in this situation? Explain to them why your method is quicker and have them do it with you. Discuss it with them and try to come up with a new way to wash the car faster together. Accept their idea. Start using the method. It doesn't hurt to try to see their way. Wonder, since my method has been working just as well as theirs, why change it? Probably that one. It's like, why the fuck are we going to do that? It feels like the most logical one with me and my siblings anyway. What would you do if you and a good friend hadn't been speaking for a month? It knows my life a little bit too well. Okay, confront them about the issue. Absolutely not. Avoid the issue and talk to them again about something you bond over. Not worry about it and find others to be with instead. Maybe it's time for a change. I feel like that's probably, I'm not a confrontational person. Which would you rather do on a day off? Wait in line for the hottest new movie, video game, or store to be? No. Go on a hike or to the zoo to see the beautiful nature. Call my friends to see what they are doing. Probably that. You find out that you have to move to another country to continue your career. Which feeling could you relate to the most? I would feel disappointed. No. I would feel no. I would feel excited. I would be happy to leave. Okay. It's these ones. Those ones not so much. I have the chance to start somewhere and create new bonds with different people. That's probably most likely. I would leave happy because I have the freedom to choose my own path now and wouldn't have no. I think that one. Okay, we're coming to the end. Okay, what would be most epic? A dragon. Do you even need to ask me these questions? Your friends are all talking about a controversial topic. You really disagree with them about. What do you do? See their point? No. Face the controversy head on and explain my point. Try to change the topic if necessary. Agree to disagree. Stick with my argument. I feel like I went that one. Let's see my results. I'm a waterbender again? I am kind of like, okay, I'm really like 10% firebender, 24% airbender, that's weird, 29% earthbender, and then 38% waterbender. My whole life has been a lie. Your personality, you are very connected with your emotions. Maybe I am. Oh my god, my nose is so itchy. You are very connected with your emotions and rely on them to guide you. Waterbenders do not like conflict and prefer to go with the flow and work around them. Work around them. You are very social because of these two things and make friends easily. I would agree with the I am social and make friends easily, but I do not prefer to go with the flow. I prefer to fuck things up sometimes. You are more of a night owl. It's easier for you to adapt in new environments and welcome change, but you do not crave it. That's true. You prefer to be kind and supportive rather than right. Well, that's not accurate. Fight style. When attacked or threatened, waterbenders rely on redirecting their opponent's momentum. They are willing to both retreat and push forward depending on the circumstances. Their movements are more graceful and dance-like, giving them more upper body strength. They are not as effective against opponents who do not use frequent attacks. Waterbenders have the edge with self-healing techniques. Ooh, your main colors are blue. I feel like, yeah, I can see why I got that answer. I'm not an earthbender all along. I lied to myself. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, subscribe, because that is always nice, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.